Good morning, friends. I thought I'd take this morning to introduce you to another leafy green. Good morning, friends. After we had our talk on Sunday Coffee Talk about Celtis, I realized that maybe some of you don't have access to a lot of the different ingredients that I do on a daily basis. So I thought I would share some of my fun ones and some of my very favorites. And this morning, what I am throwing together is a little side dish to go with my frittata. And I was at the grocery and I found one of my very favorites. It's a choy sum. Technically, because this is a little bit of a more mature plant, it would be yo choy sum, but it gets labeled a lot of things. What this is, and I've already pre-prepped some. You see, I've cut off the stems and separated the leafy tops. They take different times to cook, but it's part of the brassica family. Sometimes it's called Chinese cabbage, sometimes it's called Chinese broccoli. It's neither of those things. It's not a cabbage because it doesn't grow in a head, but it is part of the brassica family. It does share a lot of properties with the cruciferous vegetables. It's high in vitamin C and A. It has some potassium and iron, and whereas like a baby broccoli or broccolini or even full-on broccoli has that very strong smell and taste to it, this has none of that. It's more akin to the mustard green. And let me just bring this one up to the camera to show you. It is completely edible, 100% raw or cooked. And I can't see if I'm getting this in the camera view. Let me lean back. Yep, there you go. Let's see. So you can see the little flowers in there, the tall leafy green, and the stem, which does have a hollow center. And there are 9 million ways to cook this. I am today just going to toss them together with a little bit of garlic and ginger that I have minced up. And let me just go ahead and cut this one up. You can leave them all together. I've seen them get stir-fried. I've seen them blanched. I've seen them where they blanch them and then they pour the hot oil over it. All kinds of different ways. And this just happens to be. This one is slightly younger. I've seen them where they cut down the middle. There are just like tons of ways to prepare it. And this morning, this just happens to be what I am doing. So I threw some bacon grease in there. I think that in a lot of Asian cooking, they use canola oil, and that's not an oil that I prefer to have in my daily food plan. But while we are doing this, I go ahead and throw these items in right at the very beginning. So let me just saute this down, and we'll be back, and I will show you how to finish it off, and then we'll plate it up. Alright, so here we are. We're back. All my garlic and ginger have gotten super nice and toasty, and the stems of the choy sum have gotten all bright and lovely. Let me just give it a big crunchy. That's the nice thing, is that it's super delicious and crunchy. Hot, of course. It's so good. That garlic really plays off the light taste of the choy stems. And so it's just so nice. It kind of almost gives it like that chestnutty flavor, but without the, I'm not sure, you know what I mean about that weird watery texture from the water chestnut, go figure. The woody sort of texture. So now I just take my leaves, and you know how fast leafy greens cook down. We're just going to give them a saute here. You could add more fat if you want to. I just don't want to. My frittata is in a lovely shape right now. Just keep giving this. It does take a couple minutes. It's not instantaneous, but you do keep it moving. Do you guys remember, like, I don't know, for those of you who are old enough to have been alive in the 80s, uh, Yan Can Cook, if you watch them on TV, and he would always say it's stir fry, not stir stare. So yeah, keep your greens moving. That's very important as I stop because my arm just had like a sudden itch. But so the great thing about this, like I said, it's chock full of vitamin C and A, which sometimes can be problems if you are not a vegetable eater, and not like in a bad way, but yet be mindful of it, that you got to pay attention to that and make sure that you're getting that either through a liver supplement. I missed a couple leaves, let's toss those in. Uh, an organ meat supplement, etc. You don't gotta eat vegetables. I happen to just simply, I love them. You know, but again, they are optional for people. But you have to plan your whole nutrition and keep track of what it is that your body needs. So sometimes you might find yourself craving certain things, and that's why. I will also say the other thing is that uh, choy sum, yo choy sum, any of the choys, including bok choy, are very high in calcium, and they also help you with absorption of vitamin D. So there are a lot of reasons that you don't have to feel bad about eating your vegetables. All right, as you can see, this super cooked down lovely. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. Throw some on my plate. The rest I'm just going to toss into a little dish, and later today I'll probably have some more with a little bit of pork. There we go. And my frittata. So there is my meal one today. I forgot to put my coconut aminos in there, but I don't think it needs it. It just tasted so good. A lot of dishes finish it off with some oyster sauce. I have a recipe for keto oyster sauce. I didn't make any, so I just had some coconut aminos and fish sauce. But that little bite that I had out of there was so good. I'm not even gonna use it. I'm gonna save it for this afternoon with the pork. So, but I want to make sure that I was transparent and let you know that I just completely forgot about it because it tasted good and didn't need it. So there you go. Happy Friday, and for those of you who don't have to work on Monday, happy long weekend, all of that fun jazz. I will see you. Bye bye. Oh, one more thing. Oh yeah, is it supposed to be Cheese Friday? Maitreya, where's the cheese? We come here for the cheese. What are you doing to us, showing us vegetables and it's not cheese? I used a super extra sharp Tillamook cheddar in my frittata, which also has a lot of bacon. We've already talked about extra sharp cheddar, how it is aged longer, it has that crispier texture. It definitely helped fry the frittata up a bit more on the edge pieces. Uh, what can I say? It's cheddar, extra sharp, so it's going to give that extra bump to the eggs and the bacon. I know. Do a better job, Maitreya, right? I was excited for my vegetables. What can I say? So, it's sort of not Cheese Friday, but at least there's cheese, right? So we are having cheese today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.